Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Karmine can TP to bot as the wave crashes, and with the TP out from Carlson already, actually, you might have a tempo advantage even if you don't fight the Grubs.
Definitely, I think TPing top here was very bold from Carlson, because now he might end up in a lane where he might suffer a little bit. As we see, Karmine's walking up alone to contest his Grubs. He's in big danger here.
He's in a world of hurt, getting chased down by Carlson. Okay, Targamas, that was a little bit greedy. The rest of your team were not in the right place at the right time, and Carlson very happy that he did TP up to the top lane, picks up first blood for Heretics. A bit of vision around here. Keep Kalist safer as well, because now, as you can see with Heretics cleaning out the vision themselves, public execution from Kana. Yeah, because Heretics have cleared out that vision on the blue side, they can then take an easier road towards that bot lane tower. Kalist already backing away, realizing I can't really defend this on my lonesome. No real way for him, as Targamas is the one who's jumped on. Hound's pursuit forward, Shadowing Strike into the quickness. Sheo looking for his first kill of the game, and he will manage to secure alongside the help of Sten. Position, the first tower will fall, and it will go to Carmine Corp as Kana takes it. Yeah. Yike spotted by that far side alteration. Here's the teleport behind the pit. Sten going in with the quickness, stunned up with a Shadowing Strike. He dives in, and immediately Yike goes back with the season assist, but falls. Heretics get their third of the game, and now Carmine Corp don't have a jungler. They're still going to fight. Sten, the target for Kana. He jumps away. Weaver's wall from Heretics as Camilo looks for a little bit more. Kana able to dodge away from the seismic shove and from the Mega Knot using his flash. I agree with you. Secondly, if you're Heretics, you've got your keys to victory, right? Your 5 pillars. They didn't really do the dragon stacking, but they played the early game really well.
You want to know the keys to defeat?
I want to know what your next steps are. Like, if you are Carlson in this game, as Sten gets a little bit caught, has to pop the quickness to get away, but will escape. If you're Carlson in this game, what are you saying to your teammates? Like, okay, guys, next objective is this. This is how we're going to play around it.
Ooh, this was not great. Carlson's base got stopped by Kana, and now
cease and desist. Kana going in with the public execution. Sten is just around the corner. Now Kana's been ignited. Sten doesn't quite land the knockup. Carlson chasing forward, trying to get towards that Mega Gnar. Gets the Gnar back into 2. That's the key. Just let them overextend into you. They find 2. Targamas has to flash away from Sten, who went back in with that grand entrance. And Heretics, I would rather, originally. I wouldn't say it's commonly used.
No, it's a rare word, but
time to time. I like it. It's a good one.
Ooh, look at Kalist.
Gonna find Kalist here. Danger. With the grand entrance. This is the seismic shove. Kalist. Oh, he's got flash and barrier. Is he going to extend either of them? Uses the barrier.
Ooh, gets the rock in the face.
Flashes over the wall. A rock to the face. A deadly demise there for Kalist. Sten on absolute form so far. Has been involved in every single one of Heretics kills, and that happened just before the Drake came up as well, so Heretics will take their second Cloud Dragon of this match.
I'm just gonna say, Heretics is playing great. They're playing really good League of Legends. Great pick onto Kalist. Maybe got a little bit disoriented there on the map, didn't know where everyone was, and walks into the Rakan and Talia and gets punished promptly. Flackly will arc and shift out of there. He is in no danger. He is fine.
Heretics
was that a flash?
Started up.
Yeah, there was a flash.
Artican.
Look on the Mega here.
Yeah.
As long as the Mega is there and he's standing and looking menacingly at KC, it's hard for them to walk in.
I mean,
so preferably TH would like to finish his Atacant fast while they have that Mega, because if that Mega runs out, suddenly your bodyguard is in a different country.
I mean, it's going to run out soon. There's only 3,000 left on the Atacant. Sten going in with the quickness, but can't get close enough. Carlson jumps over the wall, and immediately Yike is there to jump in. He flashes forward, but a time coming out from Kalist as well. Yike unable to secure the Atacant, and now the false life sits on top of Heretics. Sheo is sent packing back to the fountain. Camilo, Sten, and Flackard trying to get away. It looks like they'll survive for now. Flackard. I mean, Carmine Corp are going to collapse on him. It's 200 gold if they can find him. They do. And Kalist tanks up the tower a couple of times generously for his top laner, who will dash out.
I'm not excited.
And Team Heretics will call off the dogs. But with this investment towards the top side, Carmine Corp will be able to take the fourth tower. It looks like Carlson is just going to walk towards this mid lane. The tower still stands here for Carmine Corp. Quickness about to come off cooldown in about 6 seconds for Sten. Put a time into the Weaver's wall. Sten jumps forward, but doesn't tank the tower. Magnus Storm on all of Heretics, but where's the follow-up, Targamas? You just dived into your
There's
death.
no bullet time! Why
You
are
just
you going?
used it.
Yeah, you can't follow up on the engage side. The bullet time was used to clear the wave. He saw the dragon.
Heretics doing a good job of just sending that Neferi down to do the dragon by herself, not over-investing. Karmine is going to go and try to see if he can be a little bit of a nuisance, but with Camilo around the corner, Shale will get the smite. Third Cloud Drake of the game for Heretics. Carmine Corp still trying to scale up. Carlson chasing Yike out towards this top side. There's the quickness. Sten goes in, gets the double knockup, but again, where's the follow-up? Weaver's Wall across onto Targamas, lands the Magnet Storm, and there's the follow-up. Camilo and Blackhead here in time to kill off Targamas for the 4th time this game.
And with 3 Cloud Drakes and Meganar, he's both fast and furious. He's able to kill Targamas there. It wasn't really, he didn't do that much, but I thought it was a fun line.
It was a good line. Yeah, it's
As Baron is being started, and as quickly as it was started, it was stopped. Because I don't think you could do it against Vladi. Vladi has been coming.
Oh, good sidestep. Seismic
Nice.
shove coming out as well as Flack is going to put the True Shot Barrage down. Yike goes in with the cease and desist. The bullet time opens up, and Camilo survives through the smite, but dies to Leandres. Vladi will take down Camilo. It's answered in response as Yike falls too. But in the end, Carmine Corp to get the mid tier 2. They're fit.
Only half rotating, and then always being the one to move first.
Yeah.
And then you really cash out your tempo when you full rotate.
Vladi might want someone rotating up to him right now. Uses the Seekers, has put down the Sundisk. TP coming out as well as Sheo. Feels the power of those soldiers. Now Carmine Corp, though, are in a 2v5. Can Heretics collapse quickly enough? Because the rest of KC are on their way across. Carlson almost has that Mega Gnar. Yike goes in, cease and desist. There's the bullet time combo. Both the junglers fall. Waller coming out from Carlson as we see Targum is getting pulled back. It's 2 for Blackhead. But Carmine Corp do extricate Vladi and Kana from a tricky situation on the top side.
And
it will be
Heretics
time for Heretics. Yike's here first and should be able to get the smite. Good time bought alongside other
Culminating in a masterclass of a build. Here we see Kalist already having 4 items, being so powerful, and they're gonna start the Baron.
Trishul Barrage comes out, but look at the damage already onto that Baron. It's down to 9,000. Sheo
Keep your eyes on
his way
Kana.
across, does have the flash. Make it rain onto Sheo. Targamas looking for that Shattering Strike. The Baron secured. Targamas will pay for it with his life, but Carmine Corp should be very happy with that exchange. Vladi dashes away with the Shifting Sands. Kana has that public execution, but I really think Carmine Corp just want to back away. Sundisk down again. Vladi puts the soldiers in. Camilo gets the seismic shove, and Vladi falls. Yike dashes through the Unraveled Earth. Carlson on the front line now as Kalist and Kana back away to the safety of their tier 2. Yike trying to recall. Sheo going in. Yike's down. The Baron secured, but at the cost of 3 lives for Carmine Corp.
Bold, bold, bold. Usually you just leave your supporter to die and then try to all run away. But they saw some angle that they could maybe fight. But great seismic shove by Camilo catches out Vladi and secures 2 towers. And
Enough for them to take down if they have a bit of time with it.
yeah, put your eyes on this. There's 3 dragons on both teams, and this is spawning in 2.5 minutes. Oh, there
Goes in with a knockup. There's a seismic shove to follow up. Public execution going out from Kana. He gets the shield, and he'll survive, but the tier 2 is forfeit for it. Kana able to dash his way away. About 200 gold ahead of Vladi. Nothing too consequential. Look at the lead in the top lane for Carlson, though. He talked about having the vision, having the passion, and Kalist is overextended with no flash. He's down. Kalist is caught unawares.
area for Team Heretics, and they really need to find a quick, snappy engage, or I think they're just gonna get poked down, and the dragon will go over to Heretics.
Good looking to land that poke, can't quite. Carlson keeping that Mega Gnar bar. Targamas seismically shoved back and taken out by Camilo. And now, for the 7th time, Targamas dies. Weaver's Wall coming out as Carlson's looking for the chase. Carmine Corp corralled into this small choke point, but Heretics were unable to find the engage they were looking for. Wanted to play off that Mega Gnar timing. Another seismic shove onto Kana. Camilo has been absolutely on point this game. Yike dashes across the wall. Kalist clipped by the True Shot Barrage. He's going to be Cloud Soul. 2 Heretics. Carmine Corp can only stand and watch.
And it is all the result of Kalist getting picked out in that bot side river. Karmine will try to make something happen here on the Carlson, but I think it's all in vain. He's Mega, he has Sterox. He can probably clear this wave. Maybe they can get this tower, but it doesn't matter. That's a Baron went over to the team.
And we'll use at least the flash to escape across the wall. Sheo pushing through mid. Kana on the wrong side of this Weaver's wall. Yike looking for the chase as well as Stend is falling lower. Redemption coming out, slicing a shot back onto Kana. He has to flash away as well as the TP back from Carlson towards that top side. The inhibitor tower in the bot lane has already fallen. Carlson can look to open up on the inhibitor. 2 flashes burnt for Carmine Corp, and Heretics still on the advance.
Slipping out of their hands slowly but surely. Good plays, continued by even better plays from Heretics constantly this game.
Targamas with the Magnet Storm, and he's just dead. Camillo's on a killing spree. Season assisted by Light. Yike, look how far away the rest of the team are. Heretics find 2 more. Vladdy forced back with the Mystic shots. Kana having to body block for his mid laner. Heretics can just push through bot here. Sheo might catch the wave. Could you just look for the win?
They're gonna do it. They're gonna come here and try to take the Nexus here. The Nexus tower will not stand for long. Vladdy really needs to make a big effort to hold the line here. Make sure those soldiers hit and they hurt. Because if you don't, those towers will fall.
Blackhead just dashing forward. It kills him. He just takes him out!
There's no one to defend now!
It's all on Kana and Kalist, but Kalist doesn't have the bullet time and doesn't have the time to live either! Another quickness from Stend finds 2! 22 to 3 for Team Heretics!
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
Is when the junglers path to different sides, because they will always kind of be mismatched with their full clears. So when one guy wants to do an objective, the other guy is on the other side of the map. Now he's gonna give the food to his Cho'Gath. He's gonna
unable to find a way into the battle.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you E in as the Gragas. Suddenly you can't actually stop the combo.
Targamas flash combo. Sheo's here though, and Targamas no longer has the flash. He'll fall first. Yike looking for the wind becomes lightning. Cataclysm will burn the flash out of Kalist. Flacked with the barrier. Valkyrie's away, and now Yike's in the middle of 3. Sten doesn't have the health or the mana to really help out here, but with the wind becomes lightning, Yike's gonna have to flash away from the standard that does have 3 feast sacks already. Sheo's gonna start up these grubs, and Camillo with the push in mid is the first to move towards that line bush. Yike and Targamas waiting though. Rupture out, goes wide of Vladdy. Sheo goes in with the Cataclysm into the gravity well. Will flash away. TP coming out as well as Carlson's going to join the play. Yike already dead, and Targamas still does not have flash. He has an unbreakable will, but it's pretty damn broken. Heretics are 3-0 up in game 2.
Step a rupture inside a jar envelope, making tiny use, really threading the needle perfectly. Great play by him. Amazing.
Stend looking for this across the wall. Yike goes forward, explosive cast knocks Yike back, and in the middle of the Crescent Guard, he is deleted. You need a series like this. Like he's been an okay support so far. He hasn't really truly shone. Partly you can say it's the team he's on, but partly also hasn't shown us all of these fundamentals that he's showing us in this game. When you have a series like this, it gives you so much passion, so much motivation for the future, especially against a caliber of opposition like Carmine Corp.
Yeah, and I think this is also a great point why this ERL system we have is so great, as we see Sheo on the flank. I was going to talk over his magnificent dash on Targamas.
Locked up, knocked up, ruptured, and gobbled. Carmine Corp are 0-5 down. It's beef tartare. Some people love that, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's good if it's Korean, but maybe not the European tartare right now.
Like European tartare?
I mean, nothing great right now.
Oh, okay. I mean, actually, you could say it's very tasty with how many times he's been gobbled up this game.
That's true, yeah. Another great play by Heretics, catching up the support before the Dragon, securing themselves a second Drake of this game. And Camilo has opened up on the side there, looking for Vladdy, but Yike is here to cover it. But the Rupture connects for the first time.
Camilo's on the chase. He's got another piece. Vladdy's going to flash away. Between worlds goes Carlson. Stend on his way across, and it's a good battle from Stend. With Kana TPing in, when becomes lightning again. Stend flashes across the wall. Kalist now chasing in. Carmine Corp finally on the board. Heretics overextending top, and KC punish.
Good. If he built any other item as the first item there, that is a dead victor. But in the end, Camilo doesn't lose anything for doing that. That was just a great pick. Kana
TP coming in as well. Kana underneath the tower puts the equalizer down, but there's no tower here to defend him anymore. Camilo joins the fray. Kana falls first. Carlson will take it. Heretics find one. Let's a little Yordle in a mech suit. I don't want to eat steel. I think Cho'Gath doesn't really discriminate in terms of food stuff. He's an omnivore.
He has really good gut health.
Does. Probiotics. Targamas Hex flashing across the wall. Atakan down at 4,000. Kalist going in. Carlson trying to dash forward as well. Yike dives in. Camilo falling lower. The Cataclysm on the back line as Kalist dives in with a killer instinct. Perfectly played by him to dodge away from the fight. Yike able to land the smite on the Atakan. They get the pulse life as well with elbow die. Sent packing. Heretics win the battle.
It's too hard to contest against the Cho'Gath and all this poke, all the rockets, all the Aurora chunks that's gonna come in when you walk through her. So they use gold to try to get this mid tower to trade for it.
Well, Yike and Vladdy do have those flashes back up. Camilo looking for the rupture. Yike jumps in, gets the Q3. Targamas there for the follow-up, knocked back. Targamas almost sent back in with that boss life. Shale dives in, a three-man Cataclysm, and Carlson's here to follow up. Goes between worlds. Blackett diving forward with the Valkyrie, but look at the equalizer damage. Blackett trading onto Yike. Vladdy falling very low, dodges away from the rupture. The boss life onto Kana. Vladdy still somehow surviving and finds himself a double. Yike now the target of Blackett, who lands the rocket and gets the Gatling gun to rip through Yike. Kana as well. Vladdy and Yike though without flashes alongside Kalist.
Yeah. Look at Jarvan. When they cross this line, he will go. They have no flashes, so they have two options. They can play in this little corner and try to poke, or they just have to walk through this entire choke point where all the AoE damage is going to come through. And it seems like they actually get a little bit of space here, but really keep your eyes on that Jarvan. He is
onto target miss, knocked back and feasted, but Camilo is already quite low. The equalizer well placed by Kana as well to force Blackett and Shao and Stend away. Carlson's down towards the bottom side. Good look to get in here. Stend, no explosive cast for him, no flash either. Carlson goes between worlds with that ultimate and chunks out Kalist. Kana looking for that flank. He's spotted on vision. Stend will send him miles away, but sends himself into the maws of Carmine Corp. We'll get their second dragon of the game. Kana deleted. Shao slowed up. He's looking for the re-engage. Goes in onto Kalist, who has no flash, and he will die. It's two for Carlson. Yike with a knockup. Vladdy's got to do it all here. Siphon some power. Manages to pick up one. Blackett and Carlson back away in the end. Carmine Corp get the Drake, and it's an even fight. Stend here on the front line. Vladdy trying to clear out this vision alongside Targamas. Baron, the next target for these teams, Fit.
Yeah, and I will say, if you're a KC fan, you can take a sign on belief.
Target has flash, but the Cataclysm going down. Carlson trying to put the damage in from the side. Explosive cast going wide. There goes Kalist into the middle of them all. Blackett falling low. It's all about Kalist. The equalizer goes down as well as Stend has the flash across the wall. Kalist will fall. Kana's going to chase Stend down towards the bottom side. Carlson and Camilo now trying to run out. Carlson TPs to safety. Stend is going to get out as well. Oh, never mind.
Run, Stend!
I mean,
you're in danger. Oh,
flash. Okay, he's dead. Slowed up by Kana, gets the Electro Harpooning. Camilo looking for target miss. Can't use the feast though.
If you use the feast, then you lose that.
Yeah, exactly. Vladdy's still looking for the chase here. Gravity well going down.
Look at Carlson.
The weirding onto Vladdy. Almost kills him with two-fold hex, but doesn't quite have the damage even through the Leandries. Camilo will fall first. Wind becomes lightning onto Carlson as Targamas chases forward. Flashes in, and Yike thinks he's got him. And I think he damn well might. Yike gets the shutdown towards the backside. Don't really have the vision yet either as Stend clears out that Scryer's Boom. Now you see Shao, TP coming out as well as Camilo's going to join the fray. Targamas there to try and headbutt or pulverize someone away.
Look for the feast.
Yike is low. There's the equalizer on Blackett and Stend. The feast onto the enemy jungle. And now Stend's going to turn over onto Targamas. The explosive cast will knock Kana back as well. The rupture doesn't quite hit, but he will get silenced. Kana pops the stopwatch. Vladdy and Kalist need to close in as Blackett is falling low. Kana taken out though, and Blackett survives towards the top side. Heretics find two. They have their jungle. Kana dies again. There's the Drake secured by Heretics in that picture-in-picture. Carmine Corp are going to set up towards that top side. Kana up in 2 seconds time, but doesn't have the teleport. And Heretics are making a beeline for the mid lane for now. Going to try and crack that mid-tier one if they can. Yike there to defend. Kalist as well at 3 items. Targamas going in onto Shao, who misses the flag and drag. Drake cask back again into the Cataclysm. Arcane Storm out, and immediately they dive onto Vladdy, but Blackett's now isolated. So far, it's only Shao who's gone down. Carlson, though, will find one. He's looking to 2, can't quite make it. Blackett now opening up with the Gatling gun. Kana falling low. Targamas with a knockup. Blackett has the barrier. Kana's going to go down to Camilo. Stan goes back in for the slow on Yike. The rupture doesn't hit. Yike gets 2. A spear through the hearts of Heretics. As 2 of them fall, the rupture goes short, and Yike will walk away.
What is happening in this game?
Oh, hopping mad. It's a hairy situation for him.
I would love to see Casey now just reset and then now put all their attention into the bot side for this dragon coming up, because that is actually the big objective.
Yike locked up. But where's the follow-up? Carmine Corp are going to collapse. Yike pops the crescent guard. Sheo down. There's the explosive cast. Sheo falling lower, but he's got the stopwatch. The silence comes out onto Yike. Sheo is the burst of wall, and Yike still has a lot of health. Camillo's on the wrong side of the wall, and he'll go down too. Carmine Corp will turn their eyes towards the Baron. I don't think Heretics can contest.
This is how the cookie crumbles as the top laner Casey rumbles. Oh my god, what a crazy pick onto Sheo. Despite having the stopwatch, he doesn't end up surviving. And crucially, Camilo doesn't get the feast off. And there's no follow-up to defend. The between two words doesn't hit. And Casey get the Baron.
Okay, KC in the gold lead for what feels like the first time in this game. 35 minutes in, we are truly in the late game. You can see what Heretics are thinking, but they don't have the follow-up for Yike yet.
Oh, and if that cast connects right now, I would love to see you go around and look for a big between two words as the rupture connects.
Kana comes back in with a TP, has that equalized. Targamas down to half HP. He's knocked back, but immediately he flashes onto Sheo. Yike dives in as well, but Sheo jumps across the wall. Kamilu, the first target for Kana, the Chemtech, secured by Kalist. And now Heretics are on the run because Kamilu's already dead. Carlson almost taken out by the Chaos Ray, but doesn't quite connect. Yike flash for the win becomes lightning, can't quite get in range. Carlson's gonna have to get out of here because Blacker's dead, and Carlson's next up. Carmine Corp find 3, almost 4. Sheo. Vladdy again playing on the edge. We'll find another. It's 4 and a Drake for Karmine.
They're just playing these fights better.
This is where they've been so good throughout spring. Their team fighting has been exceptional. In game 1, it's where we gave them. And Heretics are respawning. 10 seconds still on Carlson, but it'll be another tier 2 for the boys in blue as they manage to take their 5th tower of the game.
Yeah, and it really is. Oh, that's going to look for a play. Targamas goes to the next
flash. Pulverized. Camillo's now in the middle of 3 members. He flashes for Kana. He gets in with a ball pool. Spikes. But has to burn the summoner to do so. Targamas and Kalist are going to back. Kalist's back is stopped. Oh, up of the rest of the team. Vladdy coming over here with the blast cone. We'll spot out the fact that Heretics are waiting around the corner. Carmine Corp beginning to collapse. Camilo has the TP. Carlson also spotted this deep ward. Kalist jumps in and has the Guardian Angel, and he doesn't even need it. No Seraphim on his shoulder to carry him through this one. Sheo falling low as well. There's the equalizer onto him. Meanwhile, Blackhead is caught all unawares. Kalist dives in, and Heretics die. Sheo burnt alive by Kana towards the bottom side. The Zonyas will do nothing for him. Carmine Corp are about to strike back.
And the desecration of TH is complete, and it's all on the back of Kalist finding that crucial Void Seeker, catching out Carlson, and finds that pick that leads into the eventual victory for the blue.
Yeah, Camilla's going to try and catch the next wave, but I don't think it really matters because they have enough minions here to push through. Heretics' early game was solid, but Carmine Corp came out swinging in the mid-game. The Nexus Tower's their target. The minion wave not called off by Heretics. Carmine Corp will even out the series 1-1.
The blue wall remains tall.
Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LEC Spring 2025.
We'll just be able to stat check the Aatrox, so this is a difficult matchup for Aatrox to play early, and it is expected for the rank to become a little bit ahead. Now, once Aatrox gets level 7...
Oh, Permafrost's gonna catch him! Scott Duck catches! Vladdy in mid-air. Dragon. It looks like Sheo is pathing towards the grub. Should be able to get at least 1. I wonder if he's going to be able to get more with Kana already TPing up to top.
Yeah, and we'll say this is a great Renekton game for Kana, because when I look at the composition of champions, can really beat him with consistent damage. So you get multiple cold mix off with your dominance active, multiple big heals, and he becomes very hard to kill.
Camilo jumped on by Vladdy, trading in, jumps forward again. Camilo has to flash away from the swirl. See, Vladdy almost gets him with the buster shot, but dies to the tower shot. Camilo with his second of the game. On their first dragon of the game. Karna's going to join the fray, has that dominance. Glacial Prison hitting onto him. Abscond out, Duck Dominance popped. Looting Lullaby's going to put 3 people to sleep, but Blackhead is in the way. And Carmine Corp just can't get on the backline. Karna dead. It's Camilla who takes him. Exhaust on Calist. It's a double for the silence. Carmine Corp are forced out of a fight they started, and Heretics are 4-0 up.
If you actually get 6 grubs, that means you probably traded it for other objectives on the map.
Exactly, but they haven't.
Yeah, but if you get 5 grubs, it probably means you get both of them.
Oh, Vladdy burst out. Doesn't have the rocket jump. Camillo's just gonna bust a shot his back.
And coming into this day, I did say I think the biggest
who has come to the fore and carried them. The question is, who else on Carmine Corp can now step up and fulfill that mid-tier 1? Often what we see it used for is to open up the map a little bit more. And it's Heretics again with a 2,500. People like to track that. You can see it on the player portraits here. 60 for Sten, 250 for Flacker. Camillo jumping towards Karna. There's the Glacial Prison as well, and Karna is dead before he can pop the Dominus. Sheo takes that kill, the first one, for now it looks like they're going to hold on to it and just try and use their bodies instead. There's the Rift Held behind them. The arrow goes in, look at the damn damage from that! It chunks out Vladdy, Rift Held charges forward. Heretics will take their second tower. I had that flashback as well, I was casting that series, and I remember just seeing Caps absolutely demolish someone under the mid-tier 2. Mid-tier 2 in the bot side?
Mid-tier 2, yeah.
It was crazy plays from Caps and Camillo trying to sort of embody that spirit in this game. And very much agree with you, like who is face checking here? The engage tools are really the arrow or a swirl seed or a flash blooming burst from the Lilia to get that Looting Lullaby down. The Artican is going to spawn on the bottom side. Heretics currently investing most of their players towards top. Sheo looking for Vladdy. Camillo's here as well. Glacial Prison! They're killing him in the base! No place is safe for Vladdy! 0-4-0!
This series, as maybe they will look on Camillo. Arrow does connect.
But Camillo has Buster Shot here, which means even if Karna does close the gap, Camillo just ults him away. Doing a good job of getting something on the other side of the map. The problem is they are bleeding out a little bit where the overinvestment happens, right? They lose the mid-tier 2, they lost the
objectives. Not good tempo timers.
I 100% agree with you there, and that's why finding picks on things like Vladdy, it's so important. Carlson, the one who's picked out by Karna and Yike here. Losing Lullaby, Dawning Shadow coming out. There's the arrow as well, going wide. Sheo in with the Glacial Prison. Carlson, he's just too damn tanky. Karna jumps forward. Carlson looking for the healing there from the Thunder Sky, but he can't quite get the auto attack down in a time. Now in the middle of Karna and Yike. Sheo sits between them. Exhaust though onto Karna, and the demons have ascended, and they're in Carmine Corp's mind.
Really scary play for the side of Heretics.
Carlson's looking for that flank. Camillo has the hijack. Flash away from Targamas from that curse of the Black Isles. The thing is,
Curse of the South KC.
Can Carmine Corp get close enough? They go for Carlson. The Starak shield won't be enough to save him, and Vladdy takes the kill. And now the Artican sits at 5,000. Carmine Corp can turn their eyes towards it. They will take away the patience. Sheo looks for the seal. Glacial Prison only gets the slow. Camillo looks to dive in here as well as Yike takes the route towards the backline. It's Sheo who secures it. It's the Paxels though, and Karna's flashing forward. He's looking for more. Double flash away, double sleep. Blackhead, the first target alongside Sten. Sheo falls towards the top side. Carmine Corp are going to find an ace around the Artican. I have another look at it. Carlson's clearing this vision. Karna immediately dives in.
It's way too deep for Carlson to go for this ward when his team is doing that Artican. His team doesn't do enough damage so they can burst it even if he dies. And now suddenly, Camille's half HP, the Glacial
Prison. Use that vision control that we've seen them use so much throughout this series. Never move, never move. Sheo goes in. Glacial Prison hits onto Yike, but immediately he's Mikhail's out. Karna on the front line. Arrow only hits onto Carlson. Counter arrow hits on towards the back line as Targamas is the one who's caught. The 4-man sleep for Camilla has found the back line. It's only Targamas and he can't survive. Now it's a 4v3 as Heretics try to get the Demon Flare down, but Vladdy's on the chase. Infernal Chains will pull it back. Carlson dives back in. Karna doing the damage. Carlson almost healed up. Yike there in the middle of it. It wasn't Karna, it was Yike. It's the Lilia who survives. Calist finds a double. Sten, the last man standing for Heretics.
And it keeps happening. These objectives take so much time.
Yeah.
And it's just a fake threat by Heretics. Sure, they're setting up all the great vision on the top side, but as long as Casey knows that that's not a real threat.
Arrow. Glacial Prison just short of Kana there. Flacker getting burst out, has to flash away. Camilo trying to get on the back line, but he is gone. The stopwatch from Blackhead immediately met with the oncoming storm of Carmine Corp. They find 3. Sheo and Stend running to the corners of the rift, and Carmine Corp with double AD carries will open up the base.
Heartbreaker and Chest Acre, what a sad ending. I'm not sure if they can end the game here, but time and time again the game slips out of Heretics' fingers.
I mean, maybe
time and time. Maybe they have. She was very big, and they do have Stand, but there's 5 people to 2, and they're marching down with these waves.
Yeah, Yike's going to tank up the tower for now. Look at the damage coming out from Vladdy as well with that Demolish Bot. Kana flashing forward. They get the knock-up at the Shell through the Wild Growth. Stand slowed by the Swirl Seed. Carmine Corp just turned the game on their head. Doubt them as much as you damn want. They still come out victorious.